guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be talking about something that's a bit personal, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it's something I need to share. I've not made a script or anything. That's what I usually do in my other videos because I can't really talk properly. Like, I stutter a lot or I'll talk too quickly, but talking quickly is probably a lot better than just like bugging the fuck out. So today's little topic is drug addiction, and a little trigger warning there. So if you're not comfortable with this kind of topic, then you're very much welcome to leave. Remember to give me a like though, because why did it bear across the... Anyway, I found that. It's not mine. That looked gross. But anyway, yeah. So it's about drug addiction. I'm currently struggling with it really badly, but I'm aware. And sometimes people will sit there and be like, oh, well, at least you're aware of it. It makes it a little bit better. That's one step closer. But just because I'm aware of it doesn't mean I want to quit. Yeah? And just like the only hard part about being 19 now and going through this for so long is just the fact that it's so like... My friends will sit there and tell me to stop, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, obviously, I know I need to stop, but it's like, I don't want to. And it's just when they will sit there and be like, you need to stop, but when we're in the club, when we're in a social setting and they know that I have it, they will just be like, yeah, pass me up. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, you want me to stop this, but you're asking me for drugs. I don't know, it's quite contradictory, but I don't blame them because it's like, yeah, you know what, period, because if my mate had some, I would do it as well. But, you know, like, you know what I'm kind of trying to say? It kind of, like, just contradicts the fact that you want me to get clean, but that's not even what I'm trying to say in this video. I'm just trying to, like, maybe relate to someone that's watching this, and someone like that, I don't know, it is, like, almost, like, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've been thinking about making this kind of video because it's a serious topic. And I'm not trying to sit here and promote anyone to do drugs, obviously, so let's not even try and do any of that. What do I even want to talk about? This is why I make scripts, yeah? Only something that I've recently went through, and I almost died. I literally almost died. I've never felt so much pain in my life. The other day, I think it was literally like a day ago or 2 days ago, I consumed Kenny. I like that kind of thing. I'm not a Yeti kind of girl, if you'd call it that. Or gear. Fucking hell. Yeah, bro, I had like the most terrifying experience of my life. I literally felt like I was gonna die. Like, my friend who I was with, she had experienced it quite a bit, like being sick off of it, because we would just take such large amounts, we don't know when to stop, because we'll usually grab like 10 G's, and obviously you should not really consume that much. It would get to like the 4th G of it, and the girl would just start throwing up, and I was just thinking every time, wow, like, I'm glad that's not me. And that can sound like really selfish, but honestly, I'm just telling the truth. Like, but then it was me the other day, and I was like, wow, I'm really going for it, because I was just laying there on her little bed, big bed to be fair, it's a very big bed, and I'm just getting this really bad stomach ache. Like, everything feels like it's at the bottom of my stomach lining. It's not like, you know, when you feel full, nah, bro. And I'm just laying there, as I do, and I feel something come up, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I had sick in my mouth, and I was like, nah, I have to jump out of bed and get run into that toilet. I didn't know if I just needed really bad shit. I don't know how that correlates, but basically the day before this, I went to Popeyes, yeah, and I got fucking food poisoning. I swear to God, my asshole was hurting real bad. And TMI, I'm so sorry, but I just gotta tell it true because it correlates. Like, I thought, oh my god, because we got Popeyes again. We just delivered it this time. We originally like must have pissed off the fucking Popeyes workers or something, because they took like bare long, and I was like, yo, I'm not very happy with this customer service, because 1, they're on their phones, 2, they're just not helping us, 3, we had been there for like 15 minutes prior to when we like got our food. 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know. It really ain't that deep, but it also is, because tell me why the chicken was like raw as fuck. I made a report about it, but like I didn't really do anything else. So yeah, I thought food poisoning again, and I was like, fuck's sake. No, okay, and then no, I just I just was feeling such extreme pain, and like I didn't want to be sick. I hate throwing up. This new virus that is coming out, yeah, can leave me alone. I'm okay with sitting at home and doing nothing. I can make more videos, you know, could do something like that. No, I had to literally like lean down on my hands and I just had to lay on the floor, on the bathroom floor. I don't think you understand. Yeah, this bathroom is like a little box. It was probably about like that big, and I'm not even joking. It's literally got a toilet, a shower, and then you've got the sink right there. So you have this little box. Oh my god, and I'm like 5'11", and I just had to like have my feet out the door. I was like, oh my god. And my mate was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I feel like I'm gonna be sick, but I just can't be sick. And she was like, nah, like, be sick, you'll feel better. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And the thing is, it wouldn't come out of me. It was there. It was like a fucking countdown to a bomb. And Jesus Christ, I felt that bomb, but it just like didn't even feel like no one was sick. It felt like pure acid, bro, coming out of my stomach. And Jesus Christ, I generally thought I was gonna die because I had such extreme back pain. I generally felt like someone had put a dagger in my back and like sliced me open. So we had to like call the ambulance because I was like, help, like, and this girl was like on it, yeah. Oh my god, this bitch didn't know what to fucking do. She was on the phone and she tried giving it to me. I was like, no, talk to them. I'm in pain. I'm literally like screaming and crying. I wasn't crying, but I was like, oh my god, help, help. It was really embarrassing thinking about it now, but it literally don't matter because I was on death's row. So yeah, I just kept being sick multiple times, and then it just stopped. Like, I remember praying to all the gods, praying to just something to help me, and it eventually did after I went through it. That was low-key a sign to stop doing drugs, but we ended up doing some after, but nothing happened. And it really just shows, like, it doesn't matter what you go through as a drug addict, it literally doesn't stop you until you're about to die. And even though I didn't die and we got like the paramedics, they ended up coming up to the flat. You call it a flat, it's an apartment. It's like a uni accommodation, but yeah, they ended up coming up, they checked us out, but like my blood sugar was really low, and they were like, you can go to the hospital, but because obviously like I'm 19, she's like 20, they can't force us to go. And yeah, but the lady was like really fucking lovely. She was actually just she actually cracked me up. Yeah, she was such a charmer. Like, girl had her lip filler and everything. Like, she was a tanned baddie, and I was like, period, you know what, making my day, I can't lie. Oh, fucking hell, what a time. And that's not even like the worst part. I've had some other like crazy ass stories. I don't even like remember most of them. It was like when I was younger. It wasn't even, some of it was to do with drugs. Actually, yeah, you know what? Another story is the fact that when I was like 14, maybe 15, I made a video about this previously, but I think I took it down because I was kind of like, if people I know see this, it's actually really bad. But I'm gonna say it again because I can and I will, and I don't really care what people think anymore. So if you see this and you know me, hi, I hope you enjoy, and you better leave me a little like and subscribe because I'm oversharing and you get to hear all about it, to go and chat better shit to other people. But it's okay because yeah. So when I was at 15, I'm gonna say about 14, yeah, because I can't lie, definitely was. I had a group of friends. They were all girls. One of them was a year older, and two of them looked older than they were. And basically we went to this dude's house, John. If you know me, I've definitely spoken about that story because this one bitch got banged in the face for lying about me when that whole situation went down, because she dragged us into this old man's house. Like, not even gonna lie, yeah, he had pubes on his floor. He was about 30 years old. We ended up having to tell the police about it, but yeah, this guy would like give us money for drugs, and we would just be sat in this dude's house. Like it was a shared accommodation, but he wasn't in uni, he was just an old dude. Yeah, yeah, he would like give us money for drugs. And this one time that we had went back, so this is the second occasion that we went there, it was just me and these two other girls. We like didn't want to go in his house because he was like, oh yeah, I've got two of my other friends around. I was like, there's three men, there's three grown men, and there's three little girls. Yeah, we all know this ain't gonna go very well down the books. Like, not being funny, I don't want to be on a documentary. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because yeah, so we went to the house, and it was raining. It was a really shit day. We had been waiting for this dude for hours because we thought, you know what, we're gonna get some money, we might as well just go get, like, take his money and get drugs. But we came to his door and he was already ready to go. Like, I don't know, we was like, yo, give us the money, we're gonna go to the dealer, he's around the corner. He was like, nah, let me come with. And I'm like, no. One of the girls like said something like, oh no, he doesn't want anyone new, like he's just a dealer, he don't want new people. I'm like, this man's like 30 years old, he obviously knows what's up. He knows that we're trying to rob him, because we did not want to go in this guy's house. But one of the other girls, we're gonna call her Sally, because fuck Sally, fuck that bitch. Yeah. Oh my god, just, yeah, she ended up going in the house, and me and the other girl had left. We got to like the shop down the road, called her up, and then tell me why Sally's just like, she came out the house, and then we told her it was like a lie to just get her out the house, and she goes back in the house. Why have you gone to this house? And then we find out that she got raped, and I'm like, yo, we got you out of the house, you put yourself in that situation. By the way, she lied about her age. I didn't say nothing about my age. Yeah, I can't lie, I was just kind of there. I'm just there, bro. I'm like an entity, fam. I'm just kind of like, what is going on? That I have is the fact that I went to this random mansion with my friend Dan. We was doing some Kenny. He was the one that originally got me into it, I can't lie. So can't really blame him for me being addicted, but like, he did supply all the time. But that's not even the point. I might have not even had that. But anyway, yeah, so me and Dan are chilling. He gets invited to go to his mate's house, and then I get invited to come along, like a little +1, yeah. And these men are doing the most drugs I've ever seen. This dude is rich. He has like 3 or 4 other friends that are there, and I'm like the only girl there, so I'm kind of like, and I'm on cat. So I'm there, I'm just chilling, and these guys go outside to pick up, and tell me why there's like 4 or 5 tabs of acid. They got shrooms, they have pingers. I done like a quarter of a pill because this was my first time doing pingers, and I'm like ketty as fuck, and I don't really know what these do. Obviously they kind of like explain, they were like, oh yeah, just gives you better energy, like things like that. And obviously I know now what it does, but yeah, pupils dilated and everything. Just sat in this like outside detached house. They have like a little forest in their yard. I'm like, wow, the things I'll do to be in this man's like position, this dude's life. But yeah, we ended up going on a little stroll when everyone's doing acid, because previously we were in a tennis court. They had a tennis court as well, they had a pool, they had bare shit. So these men take the acid tabs, we all go play tennis for some reason. Some of them are like fighting in the corner of the tennis court with some boxing gloves, and I'm like, you lot are really men, aren't you? Yeah, then we ended up going on a little walk through like the back, and we went to this industrial area. One of the other sober dudes were like, yo, it took us like 2 or 3 hours, like walking there and then walking back. I was like, what? That felt like 20 minutes, I'm not even gonna lie. But my friend Dan is like bugging out, because in the industrial area that we walked to, one of the dudes that like owned the yard was trying to climb over the fence, and it was a spiked fence, and I was like, oh my god, like nah, like come back. We ain't, like, how are you gonna get out, bro? Like, forgetting that people literally work overnight at these industrial places. I see my friend Dan bugging the fuck out. He was like, oh my god, I just seen him die. Like, oh my god, Jamie, he was freaked the fuck out. Jamie was like, what, like, yeah, Dan just started bugging out, and I was like, because one thing is, it's not like anything's really changed, it's not like a hallucinogen or anything. So yeah, I just had to try and like calm him down, like, Dan, chill the fuck out, bro, because it really ain't that bad. But like, I get it. Acid, never done it, never will. I do not want to try hallucinogenics at all. The other time I'm thinking, yeah, like shrooms sound alright because it's like a natural thing. Like, what are you actually going to put in shrooms? Can you put anything in shrooms? Probably good, like sprinkle. I've got a dead leg. Oh my god. Oh, I feel like I'm aging like 40 years, mate. This is why I like sit in my chair. But today I was feeling a bit different. I have a different background today. So yeah, we ended up going back to the house. Everything was fine, then Jamie starts throwing up. Why is he throwing up? Bro, they just started doing bare acid tabs. Oh, Dan done like another one before the walk, I forgot to mention. So this dude's on like 2 tabs. They're all on like 2 or 3 tabs. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna die. I'm like, generally gonna have to call an ambulance because if one of them has a bad trip, they're all fucked. They're all fucked. But it's not like they ain't got any room to go because, bro, there was enough space in that house for all of us to just sit in separate corners and never speak to each other again. Like, it was insane. Even the bathroom was mad. The one I have isn't really my story to tell, but I was there and my friend just had a really bad time. But it's also relating to drugs, so I thought I'd add this one in. So I was at the club, yeah, with my little friend that I found in one of the other like bars that are in my area, and she was telling me about how she's been like on a bender. Bear in mind, this girl used to get at it. That actually just brings me back some of the other stories I could tell. Like, it was insane. Bear in mind, I was going through most of the shit that I went with her at like 16, 17. Like, we were on it. It was insane. It was actually not okay for such like young people. I'd say we were young people. I mean, still are. I'm not exactly technically an adult. I mean, I am legally, but I'm just 19. It should not be it, bro. I swear to God. But anyway, so we're at the club. She's previously told me about how, oh, she's on a bender. She's been doing bag all night, like, you know, gear. And drinking, she ain't slept. She's only slept for like 2 hours, got up, and she's a mess, blah, blah, blah. She has a hotel. She's originally with her friend, but they like leave her or something, and then they ended up finding her later when she was gone, bro. I swear to God, the club that we go to is just so strict. Someone literally had died because they had thrown her out because she was too intoxicated, and I'm like, bro, that's insane. So this time, when we're at the club, we go to the toilet, we do a bit of that, and we get out, and I'm thinking she should be calm. Like, we've done this loads of times before. Like, surely she'll be okay. And turns out, no, she just isn't. She starts K-holing. She's just on this bench. So there's like a row. We're in the garden. The garden just has a row of back benches, and we're in the corner where you can go down this little like a steep sledge, I'd say, to go into like the main dancing room, because there's 2 of them, but on the day that we went, only the main room was open. So, you know, bare people are coming in and out of that section, whatever. We're in the back. There's 2 girls in, you could say, in front of us in the corner, because where it like stops, I'll have to like draw a little map where everything is. But yeah, my friend is just there like that, like literally just like dozing off on her arm, and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna say her name, but I was like, yo, are you okay? And there was just water there. Don't know whose it was, but she drank it. I made her drink it. I just couldn't get water because I didn't want to leave her, because obviously she was in a state. So I tried staying with her as long as possible, but I literally couldn't help her because I didn't know where she lived either, because I was gonna get a taxi. Her friend isn't here. Yeah, so one of the staff members sees that she is like fucked up, and like she's just laying there, and I'm like, yo, are you okay? Like, sober up before they kick you out. I don't know, like, lock in. You get what I'm saying? I'm feeding her this water. One of the other girls that was like in front of us, who wasn't a part of my little group table, she tried like helping her as well, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Anyway, police got involved. This girl was like throwing up, and by the end of like her time there, she was just fucked. She had to be like dragged out like this. Her head was down. I was like, oh my god, this poor gal. But I tried staying with her and helping security out in some kind of way. Her mate called, but she thought that I was my friend that she went out with originally, and I was like, yo, are you actually like dumb as fuck? But that mate comes that was supposed to be with her, and I'm like, yeah, that's her friend, because I was like, I don't know her, because if you know this person that is getting like fucked off their like face, they will ban you, they will kick you out or something. And her mate, I'm gonna call her like Tani. Tani fucking comes over, and one of the security guards like come and take her away, and they search her, and then she calls my friend again and is like, they've just kicked me out, oh my god, like they found my gear. And I was like, brother, bearing in mind I spoke to my mate the next day, because obviously I was like, yo, are you good, like what happened, blah blah blah. Because police came as well, because obviously we couldn't find out where she lived, because she moved yard and she didn't tell anyone where she fucking lives. She's always been on about how like, oh yeah, I keep it a secret, like I don't want to tell anyone like just where I live yet, because you know I don't want weird people finding out where I live. And I was like, yeah, fair enough, like I wouldn't want people knowing either. And just, yeah, that was like the downfall. I was like, damn bitch, you should have fucking told me, because on her ID card it said her old place. And me and one of the security guards were just fucking there before obviously she just completely like died. I'd say died, but was done for. Yeah, was like, where do you live, it's not funny, but it's just like, what could you do, bro? She was saying like the first part, and then I was like, what is the rest? She was so close yet so far, bro. Oh, bless her heart, just being sick on the floor. And I was like, damn, is that like low-key my fault? She don't blame me. I blame her friend. I blame Tani for not being there and fucking helping her out, because tell me what, when Tani sees like all these security guards going around, she completely ignores the fact that her friend is throwing up on the floor, and I'm like crouched down trying to help. Like, I'm gonna have to blur that out. Trying to help my friend. Bro just sits down with one of my other friends on the other side of the bench, just chatting to him. I'm like, brother, you are such a bad friend. Sorry to cut this video short, even though it is about like 22 minutes long. I ended up having no storage. Fuck iPhone storage, I swear to god, it's actually the end of me. But I'm just gonna end the video off here. So if you enjoyed and want any more story times, which I have many more to tell, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you would want to hear anything else. Any love and appreciation is much appreciated, as I love doing these kind of things. Just hopefully next time I'll have enough storage to do a proper full video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.